So I've decided with my little Beeston Fitness Facebook Lives today to go right back to basics, and just with your yoga, just start by examining mountain pose. Can also be called Tadasana. I think it has other names and translations as well, but I don't know. Mountain pose is where we can often start your practice or start your flow of moves. And sometimes you can kind of just forget this pose, but you could just stand when you go for your walk. You could just stop and stand and just drop it in, drop a bit of yoga into your daily lives. So you're going to stand, you can have your feet together or feet hip distance apart, however feels good for you. And maybe just explore how you connect to the floor. So you could close your eyes if you wanted to. That just makes me wobble about, which is great because it takes one of your senses away and brings your sense of your body awareness and your proprioception. You get this feedback from the body of where you are in space, and obviously none of the visual feedback. So try it and maybe rock forward onto the front of your feet and then rock forward onto the back. And then your foot positioning basically is trying to get an even spread of your feet. So the front of the foot, the back of the foot, the side, the outside and the inside. And create and ground yourself. So a good, strong, solid base. So we can grow tall from that and just become this strong mountain with this strong base. So then maybe bend the knees a bit once you've got that foot connection and that connection with the earth, and then straighten the knees and just tuck the kneecaps up a little bit, and then play with the pelvis. So you might want to tip the pelvis forward a bit and tuck it under a little bit. Find your neutral. So it's slightly bringing the tailbone down and under and the tummy in, so you've got that awareness there. So from there, travel up the spine, and it's like you would in Pilates or any other class. You're going to think about growing tall, like you've got a cord going through the core of the body, lifting you up. Good. So then create some space, breathe in and open up the chest. Let the shoulders drop away. So with the shoulders you can turn the palms out. So the shoulders draw back and the shoulder blades squeeze together a little bit and drop down into the pockets of your trousers. And then let the hands, just the arms be loose and the arms hang heavy and loose. Fingers down. Maybe tuck the chin in a little bit so you feel the length in the back of that neck. Make sure you're not like this. And then take a gorgeous breath in. Grow tall like you are a majestic mountain rising up out of the earth. Or just simply work on your posture and making sure you've got a good posture to begin your practice, or just tune into your posture throughout the day and make sure you're not slumping and collapsing. And maybe then take a few breaths. It's nice to spiral the arms out, keep that tailbone tucking under and that tummy in, and breathe in and look up to the thumbs just over the forehead. And then release the breath down. So we're going to take about 5 or 6 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Notice how the feet are still connecting to the ground, how the kneecaps are tucking up, tailbone under. Inhale, maybe just tweak that a bit, tighten a little bit more. The tailbone your tummy, and relax those shoulders down. So take a deep breath. And release down. And then try and just lift and open up that heart space and chest a bit more. So tailbone under, tummy in, lift, and maybe if you want to look up, depending on how your neck feels, and release down. So that's the beginnings of our sun salutation. So we'll move through the stages of the sun salutation this week. Enjoy just doing this. Go on your walk and just stand somewhere in the middle of the park and people will just look at you. They do look at me. I think you've gone mad. And just breathe and enjoy. And release. So today we're going to do forward fold. So when you're doing your forward fold, you start off in your Tadasana, as we chatted about yesterday. Take your breath in, extend the arms up, look up. And we're going to fold down. So you could bend your legs to go into this fold and bring the hands onto the thighs if you have any lower back problems, knees bent, hands down. And you could also have a block nearby you or a tree trunk, whichever you've got. And let the body roll. Knees can stay quite bent to start with. Let the body roll down, belly onto thighs, ribs onto thighs, and release. I mean, my favourite bit of forward fold is releasing my head, neck and shoulders. I carry a lot of tension there. So you're going to let go. Okay, and you could just stay there and allow the body to release and open up a bit. So you could cross the arms and just hang down there in what's sometimes called ragdoll, which kind of speaks for itself. Just hang there and let the body open up, let the fascia release, so you can swing around. You can swing side to side or just paddle the legs a little bit. Shake out the head, shake out the shoulders. And just open up that back body. Say hello to your posterior chain today. So after you've folded down, however you've gone down there, we take a breath in to prepare to then step back to plank. So when you breathe in, it might be a good idea to slide your hands up your shins, lift the chest off the thighs, pull the tummy in, and go into a flat back. So you might need a mirror for that to make sure you are squeezing those shoulder blades together, drawing them away from the ears. Nice flat back. And breathe out. So you could do 2 or 3 breaths of that to just warm yourself up a little bit. So you take an inhale. Good, then let go. Exhale, fold down. Oh, tight hamstrings for me. Bit of a stiff lower back. So you've got to make your practice functional for you. So it's got to work for you. There's no point trying to do something that some 30-year-old yogi that practices every day can do if you're kind of me. So just think about how it feels for you. So that forward fold, take your inhale. You could have straighter legs and you could do this swan dive down like some super gymnast with the legs straight and just fold in half. That's not going to happen for me. So I might bend my knees off a little bit. Or once I get a bit more flexible, I'm going to let the pelvis twist a little and push the femur up into the hip bone a little bit. Feel the stretch on one side. Release. Maybe try the other side. So it's good to just play around with forward fold. And allow it to be something that is a gift to you. You can breathe out, you can let go, you can release. Bend the knees, so to come up, you're going to bend the knees, push the feet into the floor. Remember that connection with the floor that we talked about yesterday. Lift the chest, so you're going to tuck tailbone under, engage the thighs, tummy in, and push down to rise up and breathe in. You could do your half sun salutation. You go into your Tadasana. Notice how your feet feel, kneecaps up, tailbone down, draw the abs in, lift up, shoulders relax, breathe in, here comes the sun, dive down in any way that works for you. do that half lift, that Ardha Uttanasana. So come up from forward fold or Uttanasana. That's one Sanskrit word I know. And fold back down again. Get me. And then bend the knees, rise all the way up. And hands down by your sides. So that's adding on from yesterday. Take your breath in. Hello, sunshine. Exhale, dive down to the floor. Knees can be bent. Relax the head, neck and shoulders. Open up the back body. Lift halfway up and engage these muscles in between the shoulder blades. Flat back, fold back down. Rise all the way up to standing. And release. Okay, if that still doesn't work for you, you could just practice your Pilates roll down, where you're standing nice and tall. It's quite simple, and I always overthink this when I go to Pilates. I'm like, ooh. So you're just going to tuck your chin down to your chest, open up the cervical spine, and let the shoulders drop, open up the thoracic spine, the arms get heavy, draw the belly in, tuck the ribs in, knees can be slightly bent, whatever feels good for you, and do a Pilates. So the roll up has to come from the tailbone tucking under, pelvic floor muscles tucking in, belly tucking in. So work from the bottom of the spine, rolling up, tailbone under, tummy in, ribs in, one vertebra at a time, until you come all the way up. Your choice. Enjoy your forward fold.